So, top of the morning after Quick Hits, we got to discuss Barack Obama and his endorsement of Kamala Harris. Now, if you remember, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this because we got to deep dive into her record as the borders are. If you guys remember, and I've been covering this for a long time as far as all the political news, Kamala Harris, the border crisis, and everything. Just less than a week ago, Obama was calling for a runoff, a real conversation, especially with the Democratic National Convention coming up, a real conversation based off of the idea that he didn't want to just outright endorse Kamala Harris. He said that he wanted to endorse the best person for the job. Now, that didn't disclude Kamala Harris, but what it did was it started a conversation around the idea that people are just willing to rally around whoever it is that can help them keep their job in these legislative branches. And more importantly, who could mobilize the majority of people based off of identity politics, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and emotion. Because we know that a lot of liberals, and I know because I come from an environment and a family that ultimately tried to convince us that we had to vote a certain type of way just because we black, which is one of the reasons why we have so many different conversations with people on these platforms. And I ask them, I say, hey, listen, so you voting for Michelle, right? And I'm going to tell you one of three reasons, or maybe I'll just tell you all three. I'll tell you the three reasons why people usually give me when they jump on these platforms, when we have conversations, or in person, and they say, Anton, you're wrong about voting for Trump, or you're wrong about being conservative. I say, okay, all right. Well, why are you voting for, at one point it was Biden and now it's Kamala Harris. I said, well, why are you voting for them? Because I'm always looking for them to give me some policy, some record of what they've done that's so awesome in the past. We can go back and we can look at 3.5 years of what Kamala Harris existed as inside of the White House over the last 3.5 years. And we say, well, what did she accomplish? Well, we knew that she failed miserably at the border. We know that for a fact. And we also know that she was traveling to different countries in order to push the alphabet community agenda, similar to what Obama is still standing on today, right? And so usually what they'll say to me is one of three things. They'll say, I don't like Trump. I get confused. So what do you mean you don't like Trump? What is that? Is that a reason to vote? So you don't actually believe in the candidate that you're voting for. You're voting for her because you hate him, even though he has a better record of the person that's in office right now. That's number one. The second thing that they say is, I'm voting for them because they're black. So they couldn't say that with Biden, right? So they just largely leaned on the first thing. They couldn't really say that with Biden. So now with Kamala Harris, even though she didn't claim black and she has no reason to go and give you anything or advocate for your vote by promising you anything. Remember Ice Cube gave y'all the platinum plan? And the Trump administration and the Republicans said, hey, well, listen, we want to discuss this with you. And the Biden administration said, we're going to come and kick it with you a little bit later. We're not really interested in talking about that right now. We got something else that we got to do. And that other thing that they had to do, the reason that they didn't want to discuss the platinum plan, because why wouldn't you then require something for your vote as individuals? Why would you just vote blindly based off of identity politics, acting like these people know you? These people ain't knowing you. Listen, these people don't know you any more than that lady on OnlyFans that you're giving your money to, than the woman on OnlyFans that you're giving your money to. They don't recognize you. They don't know you any more than all of the other simps that continue to give money into the coffers. They don't know you. You know what you look like to them? A vote. 1, 2, 3, 4. They look at you as a data point. You a social security number. You think that they identify with you like you identifying with them? I want to see one of our own in there. It ain't never did nothing for you. What have they done anything for you? What have Kamala Harris done for you except for lock you up? What did she do for you except for open up the borders for people to be able to take over your jobs and then ultimately force you to pay as a taxpayer for them to come in and kick your butt in your own sanctuary city? What did they give you except for 9% inflation and higher interest rates trying to tamp down inflation and then prevent you from being able to pay for your bills and then take care of your business? What did they give you? What did any of these people give you outside of more crime in your communities because they wanted to defund the police based off of continuing to parade something in front of you, and then your own communities got burned down as a result of supporting an organization like Black Lives Matters, who just so happened to be Marxist and ran by black lesbians. That's a fact. That's not my opinion. That's what they said on their website. What did they give you? Listen, tell me one thing that they give you. You know what some people are going to say to me? Well, they forgave my student loans. Did they? Or did I? Because that came out of my money. So they allowed for you to not take responsibility for running in the Victim Olympics, getting a basket weaving degree, or spending $100,000 on African American studies instead of going into something that would actually add value into the community. And so you had a self-inflicted wound because you decided to take out a bunch of credit card debt and live on student loans on campus because you wanted to go out of state and party at a HBCU. And then we supposed to come back and forgive you for it, which then raises the national debt. And then on top of that, it doesn't continue to add more value into the community because you still got the same bad habits that you had when you was a teenager going into college and then wanting to party at that HBCU that Trump helped give more money than any other president in history, but we supposed to stand on what a Democrat is or vote Democrat just because our parents told us to or because she looks like us. She don't even claim you. She don't even claim you. But it's more of the same. And why wouldn't Obama and the Obamas endorse Kamala Harris when literally she's carrying the torch and a legacy as far as what it is that they do more for as far as the alphabet community instead of actually doing something for the taxpayers of America? Let's get into it. You know, we always got to go with different multiple news sources, right? My YouTube algorithm is absolutely ruined. It's absolutely ruined because we've been reviewing so many liberal sites and liberal YouTube channels that my algorithm is completely ruined. I need to go over the weekend while I'm on a plane and make sure that I clean up my algorithm because I got MSNBC and CNN and ABC News all up my timeline right now. But they are the ones that are providing the most comprehensive coverage as far as the alternative conversation because we like to objectively review all of these things so that we can come to a conclusion. And they are the ones that are better covering this breaking news like we didn't already know that it was coming as far as the Obamas endorsing Kamala Harris. Let's deep dive, y'all.
We'll begin this hour with a big development in the race for president here in the United States, where former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama have officially endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris for president. Here's a video released by the Harris campaign showing the moment that the Obamas called the vice president to offer their full support.
Kamala.
Hello. Hi.
Hey there.
Oh, how fake. Are y'all going for this? We gonna review this fake ass phone call. It's Friday. We just gonna get right to it. Somebody said this. Let me read this right here. Jay Boyd, who looks to be a man. Jay Boyd says, vote Kamala Harris 2024. Trump doesn't believe in the Constitution and is unfit for presidency. As a father of a girl, you should believe a woman is capable of presidency. I don't want my daughter to ever run for a leadership position in a legislative branch. I want my daughter to continue to lay in her femininity and to be under her mother, to understand that her role as ordained by the Bible itself is to be a helpmeet. I don't groom my daughter for a position of leadership and to be in the president of the United States of America. Pressure is made for shoulders, not hips. Kevin Samuels told you that. What makes you think that my vision for what my daughter and my family aligns? My wife don't even do some of the same things that a lot of these people. My wife is a helpmeet to me. She is not supposed to be working towards you. My family fall under the vision of the man. It's God over man, man over woman, woman over child. It's a hierarchy. Why would I step out of God's grace, so to speak, to push them to do something that they are not supposed to be doing according to how it is that we're supposed to be operating in society today? Why would I ever want to do that? Why would I want to sell her a dream? No, I want her to be a nice woman that then allows for her husband to do whatever it is that he's supposed to do, and then for them to be equally yoked so that she can then truly, truly add the most value in society. And the value that she adds does not have to be trying to go out there and negotiate with Putin and Kim Jong-un. Why would I want to do this? Look at this fake phone call that we listening to right now. Are you telling me that both Michelle and Barack either got the phone, both of them next to it, doing like this, hey, 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 and that y'all could hear this? You could hear this on the microphones, and they are either calling in with the phone between both of them, talking in each other's faces, breath all on each other, or that they are zoomed in, right? They are three-wayed in on their iPhones, and they're calling Kamala Harris as the camera is walking down the aisle, and they're making sure that they're endorsing her for president of the United States. Hey, Kamala, listen to this foolishness, y'all.
Kamala.
Look. He said her name before she ever had the thing to her ear. What? Kamala? Hello? Hey, God. Look, man, are y'all not? This is even worse than a bad. I've seen Apple put on better productions than what we see being put on by the Democratic Party as far as this endorsement by Obama. If this is not the most planned, staged, corny thing that I've ever seen in my entire life, I don't know what is. Look at the chain of events. Listen to this, y'all.
For their full support.
Kamala.
Hello. Hi.
Hey there.
Oh, hi. You're both together. Oh, it's good to hear you both.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh, my goodness. Michelle, Barack, this means so much to me. I am looking forward to doing this with the two of you, Doug and I both, and getting out there, being on the road. But most of all, I just want to tell you the words you have spoken and the friendship that you have given over all these years mean more than I can express. So thank you both. It means so much. And we're going to have some fun with this too, aren't we?
Is this a bad joke, y'all? Is this a... Oh, this is like a soap opera. This is worse acting than a soap opera. I have a friend that used to work on soap operas, and he was an actor on there, and he wound up making his way onto what's that one, the one with the girl, and she was like a fixer in the White House or something like that, with the Olivia Pope girl. Shout out to my dog Neil. Shout out to Neil. He had wound up getting a recurring role on that show, but he had started off in great acting roles on soap operas. And I used to watch him on there, and I used to watch the other actors, and I was like, man, this is so extra and dramatic. What the heck is going on right now? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. This is the go along, get along gang, and this is the worst advertisement that I've ever seen in my entire life. Look at this. Let me show y'all how bad this is. So she's walking down the hallway, right? And then they cut to the next scene when she's all the way in the back with all of the Secret Service and the SUVs. Scandal.
Kamala.
Hello. Hi.
Hey there.
Oh, hi. You're both together. Oh, it's good to hear you both.
I can't have
We can hear, Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy.
this phone call without.
Listen to this, y'all. Are we seriously doing this? This is worse than when they had that pre-recording call in with Joe Biden at our campaign headquarters. Are y'all seriously going for this? Gosh. We can't be this weak, y'all. We cannot be this corny in this week to really go for the okie doke and believing that this is not all staged. I hate this. I hate this for us. You know how the women, a lot of times, when they don't really genuinely want you to win and they say, oh, I love that for you. I hate this for us. I hate this for us. I hate the fact that y'all are going to not actually do any research to understand the policies and understand how horrible this person was in her entire legislative career. And they say that she slept her way to the top. I can't substantiate any of that because I wasn't in the room when anybody was busting her down. But I just cannot. This Tubi movie is so bad. It's so horrible, y'all. Good God, look at this.
Out saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
Hey, why do we care about what Michelle Obama thinks? Just curious. Before we go over into the next segment of the show, why do we care about what Michelle Obama thinks? I thought that wives are supposed to be quiet in the background and be a helpmeet. Why are we looking at Michelle Obama's endorsement like that is supposed to mean anything to us? What does she do? Work on free lunches for nasty food that kids didn't even want to eat inside of their schools? What? Why do we care what Michelle Obama thinks in the first place? When did her endorsement become a rite of passage? Hey, girl. You know you my girl. I hate this for us. I genuinely hate this for us. Don't worry, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. Let me read some of the super chats, and then we gonna continue on with the show. Let me read. Let me read some of the super chats, and then we gonna read the show. Look at this. You're a coon. Look at this. Look at this idiot right here. Look at this idiot right here. Look at this guy. Can't put together a coherent thought to even be able to communicate clearly. He subscribed. Lord Darius is subscribed to be able to say this to me, y'all. You know, hate and love is the same emotion. I said this on my other channel on a video that I released this morning. Hate and love is the same emotion. You know, these people watch me and they are tuned in and they subscribe every single morning in order to illustrate these thoughts. They are nut hugging so bad. They want me to highlight them. They want me to pay attention to what they say. Okay, my friend. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Anything?